bro, you're not normal. And that's fine. Because the truth is, you wouldn't be recommended a video like this if you were normal. You'd probably be recommended like a sidemen video or a fucking speed compilation video or some shit like that. And if I'm wrong and you are, normal, then you're probably going to struggle to watch through this video because you've already probably tried to scroll down and read the fucking comments and see what everyone's talking about, or you've probably opened another tab and is already searching for your next video to fucking consume or some shit like that. But if I'm wrong, then you stumbling on this video was no accident, because you are actually interested in improving yourself, and that's not normal. Because if you're anything like me, you kind of like people watching when you're outside. Like, if you just go outside now, like the next time you're outside, just look around at the general population, the 99% of people out there. If they saw what you do in like your spare time and what you do, if they if they watched you throughout your day, they'll probably think you're fucking weird. They'll probably think you're fucking weird, wouldn't they? They'd definitely think you're weird as fuck. They'll be like, you meditate? That's weird. You read books? Well, that's weird. You write in a journal? Yeah, that's weird, bro. You exercise every day? Yeah, that's weird. And you want to be the best version of yourself, and you actually act on it instead of just thinking about it. Yeah, you're not normal at all. But you know what? I've come to the conclusion, like, fuck being normal. Because when you see the normal person, when you see the average, normal person, their life is not the life I want for myself. And I know that isn't the life you want for yourself either. So why care about the opinions of people that have a life that you don't want to emulate in any way? Or have a life that you don't even respect, if we're being honest? Because it's hard to respect someone who's so fine just living off scraps, just doing what they're told, never questioning it, just being a person that's addicted to so many things and just not trying to like get out of that, that dopamine cycle. Just constantly consuming things, constantly consuming content, consuming alcohol, drugs, and they just never question it. Alright, so let's break down the traits of an average man. An average man in 2023, let's be honest, he's probably fat as fuck. He's probably fat, addicted to multiple things, whether it's fucking social media, drugs, alcohol, probably scrolls on TikTok and Instagram all day, probably plays video games as well, hates his job, and is just looking forward to the weekends where he can, go out, get drunk, and try and have sex with these random and try and sleep with random girls in the club that are doing the same shit he does. But that's normal, right? But if you're anything like me, you don't want these things, because you know that they're empty. Whether you've experienced yourself like I have, or if you're just wise enough to know better. But then again, that's not normal, is it? Because I know for me personally, I'm probably a bit older than most of you guys. So I've actually experienced, this normal life. And I've met so many people that live this normal life. And let me tell you, most of these people are not happy. And I was not happy living a normal life. I used to work in fucking JD Sports with some, average, regular people. And I gotta be honest, it was pretty sad. Like, the average person, when you really spend a lot of time around them, you realize they have like nothing of substance to look forward to in their lives. It's so sad to say, but it's the truth. They look forward to these moments of joy and happiness, going clubbing on the weekend. Fucking, I don't know, that shit is just the definition of empty pleasure. You and a bunch of other depressed people in a fucking room listening to shitty music, just off your heads on alcohol and drugs. It's almost, I don't know, it's pretty disgusting for me. Like, but apparently that's normal, right? That's normal. That's what, society would be fine with you doing. That's what it is, the status quo. But that's not what you want, and that's not normal. That makes you a weirdo, right? But the truth is, most normal people are not normal in any way. They're actually just stuck in a dopamine trap. Whether it's the dopamine that they get from this, from social media, scrolling on all day, the dopamine they get from looking forward to the weekends where they just get drunk, do drugs, and try and sleep with each other, like, but that's not what you want. And again, that's not normal. And if you made it this far into the video, congratulations, because I know a lot of people by now have already clicked off. They've had enough. I wasn't giving them enough. I wasn't triggering their dopamine enough to watch, for them to keep watching. But yeah, it is what it is. If you are still watching, congrats. You've definitely put some time into your mindfulness, so well done. Because the truth is, they're lost. These people that can't even watch through a 5-minute video. How long is this? And fine, 8-minute video without getting the fucking twitches. I want them to see someone fucking hit a fucking dance move or some shit. Like, goodness gracious. I swear, TikTok has destroyed so many people. Like, this whole generation. You lot's like attention span is so fucked. But anyway, because if you're still able to watch a video like this one where, if I'm being honest, I'm not trying to entertain you. If I'm being honest, I'm not. If you're able to sit there and pay attention to something like this, then you are different from the normal person. Because the normal person cannot, get value from content like this. They need something that is constantly giving them something new every couple seconds. But that's not you, is it? You see value in information. You see value in substance. And that's not normal, because you're different. You are mindful while the masses are mindless. And this is exactly how the system wants you to be. They want you to be mindless. They don't want you to think for yourself. They don't want you to be a free thinker. They don't want you to think outside the box that they make. They want you to, fit into the position that they've made for you. Just another cog in this big, dirty machine that just keeps, eating most people alive on a regular basis. But they're just too flipping zoned out on instant gratification to even recognize it. And it's so sad. But then again, you're nothing like them, are you? Alright, so let's go back to what the system... So the system wants you to, go to school, get a degree in something you don't even care about, work a job that you don't care about, where you're, bossed around by someone who you don't respect. And then, you get your little enjoyment, your little reward, for being a good little boy. You can go to go clubbing on the weekend, blow some steam. You deserved it, You've worked, 9 to 5 for 5 days. Go out there, go to the club. Here's a bit of coke from one of your mates. Oh look, there's a girl right there who's doing the same thing as you. Why don't you lot maybe go get married or some shit, have some kids that you don't have any time or resources to look after. Yeah, let's do that. Raise some kids who hate you because you don't have any time for them because you're too busy working a job you hate. Come back to a wife that doesn't respect you, and yeah, just keep doing that over and over again for literally until you can't work anymore physically, and then retire on pennies and then just die. It sounds great, right? To most people, apparently it does, because that's exactly what they do and that's exactly what they want to do, but not for you, because you're not normal. And you don't want to be normal, because you can see through the lies that the media tells you and that the world tells you, that you have to do this and this and this to live a good life. We can see through that. We can see through the bullshit. We can see how empty and just void of meaning that kind of life is. And that's not normal, because those that don't accept this lifestyle that the system gives us, of just work until you can't work anymore, then just die. that mindset, those who don't agree with this, they're ridiculed by the masses, and you'll see it all around you. Even in your personal life, I'm sure there's someone that from school or something who's not doing the typical route, and there are people around them that will say, oh, do Jeffrey, you know he's starting a business. Isn't that so weird? Isn't he like, shouldn't he just get a normal job? Shouldn't he just be normal? Because those that don't follow the status quo, they're ridiculed. Because in this system where we're all crabs in a bucket, the crabs that are, you know, trying to escape and are climbing up slowly, trying to pull themselves up, you know, working on themselves, making sure that, you know, they have a future for themselves. The other crabs that are in the bucket will see that crab trying to escape, and they'll be like, bro, what are you doing? Like, where you going, man? Like, it's good here. Like, they give us food every now and again. Like, you know, they let us go to raves and parties, and we do drugs and have sex with each other. Isn't that enough for you? Isn't that enough, bro? Like, no? Of course it's not. It's not enough for us. We're built different. And the truth is, when you do eventually get out of that bucket and you're able to see the world for what it really is, all those crabs that were once questioning what you were doing, and, you know, why weren't you just, you know, being normal like them, they'll ask you, oh, how did you get out? Like, help us out, man. Like, we're trying to be like you, man. Like, help us get out as well. And at that point, it'll be up to you to decide whether you wanna, you know, go explore the world for yourself, or if you wanna dip your hand back into the bucket and help some people out. But that's not normal. My point is, forget being normal. Forget what your parents and your teachers and all your peers say, you know, that you need to do this. This is the only way to live life. You have to do this, and this. Anyone who's telling you this, I guarantee they've not done anything with their lives. They're not living the life that they want. Because for someone to, like, want you to only live life on their terms and not your terms, that person does not have your best interests at heart. And they're simply blind to the fact that, if we're being honest, the life of the average man in today's society is void of meaning. That person leaves no legacy, almost. Not in their family life, because they had no time to be around them because they're always working. And when they do come back home from work, they're just fucking pissed off because they just had to work a shitty job for the last 5 days, and they just want to blow some steam and forget about their issues and, you know, go get drunk or some shit. Like, especially in England, I don't know where you guys are in. I don't know where you guys are from, but in England, the drinking culture here, the drinking and drugs culture here is massive. It is so normalised for the average person to just get drunk as fuck on the weekend, do as much drugs as they fucking can on the weekend, and then just stroll back into work on Monday and just do it all over again. Now that's normal, right? But we're the crazy ones for wanting to better ourselves. We're the crazy ones for rejecting that kind of lifestyle and doing our own thing, focusing on ourselves. Interesting, isn't it? It's quite interesting. Let me get a sip of water. It is hot as fuck. Whew. It's been 19 minutes. I'm sure there's probably 19 people still watching. But if you are watching, congrats. Like, you've definitely worked on your mindfulness and your attention span. So I'm very impressed with you. Well done, my guy. Or girl, of course, Eunice. If you did make it this far into the video, I want to say I'm proud of you, because you've got determination. There's something about you. You're not like everyone else. You have determination. There's something about you that's different. Because it would have been so easy for you just to click off these videos early on, or just, you know, somewhere in the middle, as soon as you stopped getting that, you know, little dopamine kind of rush feeling from me fucking talking. But yeah, I appreciate you staying here to the end. So if you did find this video valuable in any way, I would appreciate, you know, if you subscribed. It's up to you, of course. But yeah, I am trying to build something here, not just for me, but for people like me, for people that don't want to, you know, live this normal basic life that's been set out for us, and that know that it's unfulfilling. Because, as I said, I'm a bit older than you guys. Well, most of you guys watching this probably. I know self-improvement has become pretty popular with a lot of teenagers. So if that is you, I do actually genuinely want to help you guys. because I want to be the resource that I needed when I was your age. Because when I was a teen, I felt like I didn't have anyone to guide me and help me navigate this weird world. And I really want to, you know, give back to as many people as I can and provide as much value as I can. So I have a lot more to give, and also look out for my Discord server, which should be dropping soon. I'm really gonna invest a lot of time into that. I want it to be a really useful resource for anyone who needs guidance with their mental health, their physical health, and just, you know, just living their best life. So yeah, take this as an invitation to join us. And it won't be like a bare minimum shitty Discord server, I promise. I'll try my best anyway. Alright, have a good one, bro. Peace.